writing's not that easy. But if you want to write essays that inspire, and messages and emails that get the job...
Should have done better than this. Please, I'll be strong. I'm finding it hard to resist. So show me what I'm looking for. Save me, I'm lost. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for you. I've been close. Save me from being confused. Show me what I'm looking for. Show me what I'm looking for. Oh Lord, don't let go. I've wanted this far too long. Mistakes become regrets. I've learned to love abuse. Please show me what I'm looking for. Save me, I'm lost. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for you. I've been close. Save me from being confused. Show me what I'm looking for. 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 Save me, I'm lost. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for you. I've been lost. Just save me from being confused. Wait, I'm wrong. Can't do better than this. I've been lost. Save me from being confused. Show me what I'm looking for. Show me what I'm looking for. Show me what I'm looking for. Show me what I'm looking for.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, I guess you can look at my face. I am not here today. I'm in the building. I'm in a meeting. So I will still somewhat be accessible if you want to text me, and I'll be checking in with the sub throughout the day, making sure that everything's going smoothly. As I told you, today you will be taking the part 1 of your district assessment, which is the multiple choice. It's only 13 multiple choice. And you're also going to be doing another activity called practicing using evidence with pedigrees. So right now, I need you to access this document on Schoology. Do this now. It looks like this. Okay, actually I'll make it bigger. So before we begin, let's do your warm-up question, which is how do we identify the key features of an autosomal recessive pedigree and a sex-linked recessive pedigree? So this was on the bottom of your sex-linked and pedigree notes. If you're with me, if you did Amoeba Sisters, they covered it, but maybe not as explicitly as I did. So I want you to write this down. Autosomal recessive pedigrees are identified because there is both male and female carriers. So remember, guys, autosomal, that means chromosomes 1 through 22. Everyone in this room has chromosomes 1 through 22. So therefore, both males and females can have a good copy and a bad copy, hence carriers. Also, if you look at the shaded figures on a pedigree, males and females are equally affected. So boys and girls have an equal chance of having that disorder. So for sex-linked, remember you're dealing with your sex chromosomes, your X and Ys, meaning that only females, geez, my spelling, sorry guys, can be carriers. Remember, ladies have 2 shots. Eminem, he was talking about you. Gentlemen, you have 1 shot, and if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, that sucks for you. Which means that more males are typically affected than females. Okay, so I want you to write that down. If you need to, pause the video. So I'm going to be giving you some instructions today. You're first going to be, I guess I'll make my face big. You are going to be taking your district assessment, but because some of you are not going to take longer than others, I'm going to give you all of the instructions so that way you know exactly what to do when the time comes to it. So when you're done with the assessment, you're going to turn it in, and then you're going to access this document that I have right here. There are a couple of parts. The first one is going to be identifying CER components. So part 2 of your final assessment, or your district assessment, which we're going to be taking care of next week, is all about pedigrees, and you're going to have to write about them. This is going to help you. So something that you need to do is to read this paragraph, this one right here, and I want you to identify the claim, evidence, and reasoning by filling out this table, or you can simply highlight it. So, for example, I'll do the first one for you. This first sentence is the claim because it's answering the question, which pedigree represents hemophilia and which represents cystic fibrosis. So I can either copy and paste that down here, or I can just highlight it in yellow. Evidence, I want you to look for like facts. Whenever they say, I see this in the pedigree, that should be highlighted in green. Reasoning is connecting. How does this fact that you picked out, or this person picked out, me, support your claim? So I'll give you a hint. This should be like a striped pattern. Every sentence should have a different color than the one before it and the one after it. The sub has a key. Ask, is this right? There's a stop sign after this, so I need you to raise your hand and get confirmation that you're doing this right. Part 2, you're going to be choosing evidence. So this is the pedigree, and I'm telling you it's sex-linked recessive. And here's an evidence bank. So evidence, they're just observations, they're facts. So here I gave you 4 possible pieces of evidence. I want you to pick 2. One will go right here, and one will go right here. I already gave you the claim. Pedigree A is sex-linked recessive because the gene is found on the X chromosome. The reasoning, I need for you to finish this sentence. So this piece of evidence proves that pedigree A is sex-linked because, write it down. You need to do that twice and then write a conclusion for me. There's a stop sign, so raise your hand when you're done. The sub can check your work. The next part, I want you to generate evidence. At least 4 pieces. What are 4 things that you see? Use this bad boy as a, sorry, there was an announcement. Use this one as a model for what you should be doing right here. Again, I gave you the claim. This is autosomal recessive. I need you to pick out 2 pieces of evidence, and for each piece, I want you to explain how. How does this piece of evidence support your claim about autosomal resistance inheritance. And writing a conclusion. Raise your hand, she'll check it. Then it's all you. There's 2 possible diseases. There's a sex-linked and an autosomal. I have 2 pedigrees. I want you to figure out which one represents what. Pick out 3 pieces of evidence for me, 3 reasonings to go with each, and writing a conclusion for me. Then you're going to submit this. Regardless of how far you are, you're submitting this at the end of class because I want to see, what have you done today? Have you done much? I hope that you are productive. This, I feel, is going to be really, really helpful in preparing you for your district assessment, which, let's get down to that. So, your district assessment is 13 multiple choice. Let me make myself big. 13 multiple choice. So the sub has some answer sheets. She is going to pass them out now, or he. I don't know who took my sub plan, but pass them out now. So I need for you to put your name, your number, and I need you to bubble your number. You guys are all bubbling experts. I need you to bubble that business. My copies look like poop. This is what it should look like. 0's at the top. It goes 1 through 9. I need you to bubble your number. When you're done with that, look at the sub expectantly, and I will give you more instructions. So, this is what your tests look like. 13 multiple choice. You cannot write on this. I use this for all of my students. What you can write on is this. You can write on any of the white space. You also have all of the back to work, but don't be messing with these thingies because that's how it knows to scan. So again, I need your name, I need your number, and then bubbled. Bubble this bad boy, use a pencil, ask for a pencil. I've left pencils. And like the song said, show me what I'm looking for, friends. Show me what I taught you. Is this going for a grade for you? Hell yeah, because it's a grade for me as well. So, with that being said, the first thing you are supposed to do, assessment. Once you turn that in, second thing you are to do is to do that practicing using evidence. So, without further ado, I'm going to let the sub kind of set you loose, but everything needs to be cleared off of your desk. Only a pencil. You may not use your notes, as I explained to you before. So, once the sub is ready, pass out the test, make me proud, be productive. I'll check in on you. Love you. Okay, bye.